Dog. So after weeks of waiting, it's finally arrived. Let's check out what's come in the box. So the non-exciting stuff, USB cable and a screwdriver. The cool bit. Got ribbon cable, the board, our capture card there. And of course we need one of our working consoles. You'll do. So our first order of business is to open this up. Alright, so we've got the main pieces out. So that's going to line up on there. That's the soldering scary bit. We can do that bit after. I've just taken this out of there. This will need to line up in there. I think we've got to adjust this hole here to make this bigger. That there is where we want it. So we've got this to remove and this here to remove. Your methods of removal may vary. So for my method of removal of these first bits, I'm going to go with pliers and twisting to get these rectangular looking tabs out of the way. Now for the bits where I cannot use the pliers prying method, I'm going to be using this smart electric sharpening pen. Comes with a few different shapes and sizes. The actual pen itself, it's not really what it's designed for, but that's what I'm going to be using it for. It is doing the job, slowly but surely. Keep tackling it down here as well. On there, we're getting somewhere. No, we need to keep going. Moved on to the circular head because that one was going through it easier. Been grinding away at what felt like an eternity with that little pen. Really not designed for that, but anyway, I think we might be in a position where it fits. Now I do think I've botched that a bit. The gap over that side's too big. Definitely went too big over that side. But hey, it's my first time. Now, before we get into all the juicy soldering part, quick word from our sponsor, PCBWay. The best place to go for your custom printed PCBs, just like the little one we're using today. They provide top quality manufacturing with quick turnaround times. It's super simple to get quotes online for your next project by filling out the template, which is also really detailed to suit lots of different needs. And remember, they don't just cater for PCB design, they also have an online store, which is full of goodies. So I will leave a link in the description below so you can head over and check them out for yourself so you can see all the things they have to offer, like the thermos, shirts, pens, tools and decoration. Alright, now we're up to the scarier part. Ribbon, meet board. So we'll line it up. Pretty much all of these little holes will line up to a solder point on here, except for 2 of them by the look of things. We want to keep it lined up, get it soldered down so it doesn't move. Then we fold that bit over and do the soldering down there. Now of course, when soldering, flux. Whoa, I used a lot. So the plan is to one done at this end, one done at that end, so it'll stop moving. I'm not trying to drown the poor thing in flux, I just want enough on there to do a good connection here. bend this bad boy down. The two down there labelled LDG5 and LDG3. I'm going to do this left-handed. Oh god. Oh my lord. I'm so messy with my left hand. So as long as I haven't cocked that up, all that soldering is now done. We've got to test this, make sure it still turns on. Oh, bottom screen's not connected properly. Sweet. I need to put the shoulder buttons back in. Got to be careful we don't mess up our new ribbon. This one in particular here does rub against that new ribbon as well, so we need to make sure we don't pinch it or anything like that, because that will render this whole thing useless and a waste of time. Alright, well I guess we've got to get this thing attached here, and then the case I butchered over the top, and we can test it. There is tape on the bottom so it can stick down to the top of the Wi-Fi board. Now hopefully I have lined this up all correctly in regards to the taping down of the board and the grinding out of the shell, even though it was rough as guts. Moment of truth, hey? Well, everything fits. We're going to power this up, make sure it still works. Thank God for that. We're going to jump on the computer now and see if it's working on the computer side of things, since we're good on the console side. Now at the moment I'm recording my whole screen using OBS, but there is a program there called 3ds Capture, which I got off their website, which will record the actual video. And now that we're using it, we can see it's all sorts of messed up colors. So according to the troubleshooting section of the install guide, it says look for stuck messages in the debug log. So let's open up the debug log now. And I get a black screen with no messages, so that is not helpful. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Still not seeing anything. Not a good start. Right, well, it says potentially a bad solder joint because I've disconnected it and reconnected it still. It looks good on the console. Looks bad on the screen. So as per the thingo on the interwebs, didn't give me any stuck messages in the debug log unless I'm looking at the wrong thing, but it said possibly a bad solder joint, so we're going to touch up all the joints and hope that helps. What I think I'll do this time is I'll apply a little bit of pressure next to the cable as I do it, just to make sure it is pressing down. Now I did actually feel that cable go down a bit when I did a lot of them, so we should have applied some pressure in the first place, but it's my first time and I'm a massive noob. And get this magically reassembled and we'll see you on the computer again. Whoa! Look at that. We've got color, correct color. Happy, 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 happy. So it's working. So now that it's working, we're going to use the actual 3ds Capture app on its own without OBS over the top to see what it looks like and how it goes. So that works perfectly in regards to the video, but there was no audio, so it turns out the audio is not recorded through the USB-C cable, it is recorded through an external microphone. So we're going to try that again, but with the microphone on. Well, there you have it. So you got the microphone on and audio is all good too. So there is a bunch of video settings you can change in the app as well in regards to FPS, if you want to do top screen, bottom screen. There's even a way to actually split the screens as well, so you've got two separate screens there, so it's pretty cool what you can do with it all. So there you have it, the Loopy capture card, all installed, all done and working. Thanks to everyone who tuned in over 2023, closing it out now, ready for 2024, so hopefully next year can get partnered. I'm sitting at about 470 subs at the moment, I need 500 to get the first tier of partnership, so hopefully we can make that pretty soon in the new year. Might have a quick recap on the stats for the whole year. So we've got 51,838 views, 3,000 watch hours and another 444 subs. So thanks everyone who was a part of that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in 2024.